Hello and welcome to Color Up. Today we're going to talk about card craps. Wait a second, I thought craps was played with dice. Well, it is in most places, but there are some states and jurisdictions that don't allow the outcome of the game to be determined by dice, so they skirt the rules by playing with cards. Let's check it out. So there's actually multiple different versions of card craps. And what card craps is basically in certain states, in California is the most popular one, but I've actually played card craps in Oklahoma. But their state laws say that the result of a game can't be determined by dice. So they have skirted those laws by basing the game off of cards. Some use just cards, some use cards and a combination of dice. And so we're going to get to all of those. Well, not all of them, but we're going to discuss a few of those. Now, the good news is it's my understanding that California has a proposition that should be coming up on the ballot of November of 2022. It's actually a sports betting proposition, but in there, it does include that they would allow dice and then balls for roulette. So that should be coming up now. After that should pass. Now the state would have to now renegotiate. They have compacts with all the different tribal casinos, so they would have to kind of update those compacts to introduce the terms of how they allow dice. But so 2023, you should have dice in California. I know in Oklahoma, I don't know of any place that has card craps anymore, but a few years ago when I was there, they did have it. So let me talk about that version of card craps first. Now the game played exactly the same, very similar layouts. The difference is they had a set of 36 cards, and I'll show an image here, and each card had a picture of a dice combination. They would put it through a shuffling machine, and then they would pull out the card, and then it actually had a little barcode on it. They would scan it, and it would pop up on a little TV monitor above the table. So they would randomize. So there's, again, just like the dice, there's 36 combinations, there's 36 cards. They would shuffle them, select one of the cards, and that was the roll of the dice. I gotta be honest, it was pretty lame. Now another version I'm familiar with is where they would have 6 cards, and they're numbered ace through 6 or 1 through 6. And they would mix them up, so you'd have a red deck and a blue deck, and they'd wash them, and they would set them up in positions, numbering 1 through 6. I'm going to put these just right here so you can kind of see them here. And then they would do the blue ones, just kind of randomly place them in their spots. And here you would actually get to roll the dice. So you would get a red die and a blue die, and that would determine which card would be flipped over, and that would be your roll. So let me just show you how that would work. So we'd roll them. So on the blue die, we have 2. So they'd flip over the 2, and on the red die, we would have the 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you really don't look at what's on the dice. Our roll is a 3, so 3 craps for the come out roll. Now it's my understanding that the most popular game uses 1 deck of cards. So let me go ahead and show you that version of craps. And I know the guys over at You Can Bet on That podcast, it's one of my favorite podcasts. They say it's the most popular in California. They're California natives. They played out in San Diego, but they say this is kind of the most popular version. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this version just uses 6 cards, and they're ace through 6. So we'll go ahead and wash these, kind of mix them up. And then again, you use the same thing, number 1 through 6. It's actually by the stick man, so they place them down there, but I'm going to put them up here. And they'd be face up, so you can see the numbers. And so this one is 1, and this is 6. And you would get to roll the dice just as normal, so we'll go ahead and roll them out and see what happens here. And this is, I was going to talk about this in a minute, but this is how you would roll a hard way. In this instance, it actually is an interesting number. So we rolled a 3, so it'd be the 3rd card, 1, 2, 3, and both dies were the 3, so it'd be the 3 again. So in this case, the cards actually match the dice. You roll a hard 6, and you actually get a hard 6 for the roll. Okay, so let's say that would be our point. That's how hard ways work. Now let's see another roll. It's a 5-1. So it'd be the 1 card and the 5. So we rolled a 6, but again, the dice don't matter. We actually rolled a 5. So if you had bets on the 5, you'd be paid out on the 5. All right, so they put those back. You'd roll again. Now sometimes the dice will line up with the cards and sometimes they won't. Okay, here we have a 4 and a 2. So 2 and 4, that's a yo. Even though the dice say 6, the cards, which is how the game has to be based off, is a yo. So if you roll the 4-2, you'd be rolling a yo. Let's try it one more time and then we'll get to a live roll with a simple betting strategy. Okay, so we have the 1-3. So 1-3, and that would be a 7, 7 out. I just realized I did that demonstration from my point of view, so I'll try to reverse it here and we'll do it from your point of view. So number 1 will be on your left, so we'll read left to right. And here we go. I'm not going to bet in the field, so we'll just use the field for our cards. And these are shuffled with each new shooter. All right, so we'll do $10 pass. I have $200 here, not that it really matters. This is just kind of an example, and then we'll bet the 6 and 8. So let's go ahead and see what happens here with our first come out roll. All right, the 6-4. Again, they can't say 10 because it's going to be different every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let me pull them up this way. 4 and 6. So our roll is 8. Let's just do single odds on that, and then I'll place the 6 for $12. So let's see, $3 and change, and we have the 6 and the 8. All right, so these will drop back down, and same shooter. 3-2. Okay, so that's going to be the 2 and the 3. So that's a roll of 4. All right, we don't have anything on the 4, so those just get reset. Okay, well, my dice are all there, but it was a 5-2. But we don't have to worry about that yet. Oh, I messed up my bet here. It's going to be the 2 card and the 5 card. In this case, it's the 6. So even though the dice showed the bad number, we actually rolled a 6. So our $12 bet is going to pay 14. Let's go ahead and pay out 15 for 1. We'll just collect this first time and rack that up, and the cards get reset. And here we go. So it's a weird game because you have to get used to not looking at the results of the dice necessarily. Okay, so the 1 and 5. 1, 5. We rolled a 9. All right, let's reset those. Same shooter. All right, 5-2. So that should be our 6 again, right? The 2 card and the 5 card, that's our 6. So we're going to go ahead and get paid 14, and this time we'll press it up. Let's see what happens. Cards will reset, and here we go. Same shooter. 1-2. Okay, the 1-2 card. 1 and 2. So we rolled a 5. No bet on the 5. 2, 4, okay? So we have the 2 card and the 4 card, and that's going to total the 7. So that's going to be our 7 out. So we're going to lose our bets. Our bets are going to come down. The puck's going to come off, and we're going to have a new shooter. So go ahead and wash the cards. And then we'll put them back in the locations. And we'll have a new shooter, so we'll make a new pass line bet and see what happens. All right, here we go, coming out. 2, 4. Well, I was actually gonna mark it just out of habit. So the 2 and the 4 card is an 8. So a point of 8. Again, we'll just do odds, and maybe this time let's place the 6. And let's get a little extra action. We'll place all the inside numbers, the 5 and the 9. All right, here we go. Okay, the 4-4. So this should be a hard way. I forgot to reset my cards, but that's the 4th card. And even though it looks like a hard 8 on here, we've actually rolled a hard 4. This is the 4th card, and actually you register it twice. So it's a 2 and a 2 a hard 4. All right, same shooter. All right, a 5 and a 2. Again, it's not necessarily a 7. See, 2 card and 5 card. That's actually a 10. 10 easy. Now, if you're looking ahead, let's say you did bet the hard way. You know, let's put a bet on the hard 6 and the hard 10. So what do we need to roll to get those? So if we rolled aces, basically it would be this card. We'd win with the hard. We'd win on a hard 6 bet by rolling aces. Now we need to roll 12. Would be the 5 card, and that would be our hard 10. And you say, well, that doesn't seem to be fair because it's a lot harder to roll the 12, right? Because there's only one combination. Well, when you're looking at hard ways, there is actually only one combination. But let's say we don't like those. Well, let's go ahead and move to the hard 8 and hard 4. So we need, you know, we'd have to roll a 4, double 4s, or what do we need? Or double 5s. All right, here we go, to win our hard way bets. I know, it gets a little confusing, but that's how it is. That's how they skirt around the law, at least for now. Okay, so we have the 1, 5. So 1 card and 5 card, that's a 7, 7 out. All right, it's, you know, you get the hang of it. It's not that difficult to follow along with. We'll go ahead and just show you one more example. Again, they just wash the cards. We'll set these up. Well, that's interesting. It was almost one, you know, just as the all in order, perfectly in order. But that's how the randomization works. All right, so we'll get our pass line bet down. New shooter. You know what? Maybe we'll bet from the don't this time and see what happens. Here we go. Okay, the 6, 1. Again, right away, we're not worried about it. 1 and 6, but actually it lines up. So the 1, 6 on the dice is actually the 1, 6 on the cards. We're on the don't, unfortunately, so we lose that bet. It's the same shooter. We'll go ahead and jump back over to the light side. That was a come out 7, so front line winner. Okay, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've rolled a hard 6. Point's going to be 6, and we'll go 50 in odds, and let's see, what do we want to do here? We'll do $24 8. So we'll get $1 change. All right, we need to hit the 6 or 8 here. All right, let's reset this. Here we go, same shooter. I was a little short on the roll, but 4, 1. 1, 3, 4. So we've got a 6. There we go. We hit our point. So we're going to win 60 in the back and 5 in the front, or 10 in the front. And we hit our point, so puck will go off. Same shooter, so these will reset. We'll rack up some winnings here. And we're coming out again because we hit our point. All right, here we go. Same shooter. 6, 1, and we know that from before as the 1, and the 6 card is a 7, so that's just a frontline winner. Go ahead and rack that up. Six, 1. All right, we're shooting 7s. There we go. 7s on the dice and on the cards. All right, another quick win. We'll reset those. 5, 1. Okay, what number is that? 1 and 5, or 1 and 4 on the cards is a total of 5. So our point is 5. So our bet is 5. So we'll do we'll just do single odds, and then maybe we'll place the 6. You know what? Let's ask the dealer to spread our 8 to the 6 and 8, 12 each, and we'll go like that. All right, let's see what happens here. 9. Center field 9. Look at that, I called it like normal. It's not a 9. What am I doing here? 4 and the 6. It's the 4 card and the 5 card. So we actually rolled a 9. Again, they're lined up. So the result on the dice is the same on the cards. We don't have a bet on the 9, so that just gets reset. Did I do that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 4. So the 4th card and the 6th card. So we have a yo. We don't care about that. We'll reset. 6, 2 or 2, 6. So the 2 card and the 6 card, that's an 8. So we'll win 14 here. We'll go ahead and pay out 15 for 1. And we're going to pull our bet down. So we'll just rack that. Keep rolling. 3, 4. Looks bad on the dice, but is it on the cards? 3 card and 4 card. Nope, it's that 8 that we just pulled down, unfortunately. All right, 5, 6. So the 5 card, the 6 card, it's a roll of 10. We don't have a bet on the 10. The 1, 4. So 1 and 4, there's our 6. So 12 is going to get paid 14. And we got another 1 in our rack, so I'm going to pay out 15 for 1. 15 for 1. And I'll actually pull this bet down as well. So now we're looking for that 5 before we end our game here. So these will reset. And here we go. 3, 3. All right, what's the 3, 3? So that's going to be a hard 6. All right, so what do we need to hit our 5? So we can do, let's see, the 1, 5, right? That would be a total. So we're looking for the 1, 5, or we can do 2, 3 on the dice. All right, here we go. Let's make it happen. All right, the 1, 4. So 1 and 4 is a 6. 6 easy. The 5, 6, which I believe, yep, that's the easy 10. The 4 and the 6. The 1, 2. What's the 1, 2? Okay, that lines up the same. So that 1, 2 on the dice is the same as the cards. 1, 2 there. Aces. Again, it lines up. Aces on the dice is aces on the cards. And that's just going to depend on the shuffle. And there's that 1, 2 again, which is the same. 5, 3. I don't know if we've had this one. So the 3 and the 5. Nope, there's our 7. So 7 out. So we lose our bet here. Puck goes off. And that is California Card Craps. Just if you're interested, let's see. I think I lost a little bit. Nope, there's 100. 25, 50. Maybe I won a couple bucks here. 75, 200. Yeah, there we go. We won $18 there. So let me know in the comments what you think about California Card Craps, and maybe you want to play it before it goes away and they actually get real dice and balls. Or let me know if you play different versions. Obviously, all the different casinos in California are owned by different tribes, so they might run it a little different. So let me know down in the comments what your local casino version of Card Craps is. All right, until next time, good luck on Coloring Out.